Lost. Bam. Hey, we're live. Let's go. Oh, good. Let's get it. Still searching for the ultimate trinkets. And as always, they're just something. What's up, Jeremy? Welcome in. I want like a finale one. That'd be kind of... It wouldn't be good. He is number one. Hey, number two. Wasp Queen. Mantis damage. It's interesting. It's not good. I think that's exactly... I swear. If that... Ugh. Every time. Where's my sour ones? Dude. What? Like, that's like 1 in 4 million chance. Are you serious? Oh, dude, my luck. It's perfect if it has anything other than archer crap. How do I get 2 of the same exact ones? I got this like a month ago. A month. Literally, I was like, dude, that could have been so good. Dang it. Trinkets. Please, devs, help me. I'm going to cry. It's so rough. How we doing on stock? Got 1 chest, 2 chests. I think I only have 2 chests left, dude. Oh, 3 chests, thank God. Alright, we still have a lot left. So we're doing. Can make or break you? Seriously. I mean, like, I destroyed. Don't get me wrong. I destroyed the last New Game Plus 3 Java-matic. So it's not like I need it. But at the end of the day, why not, right? Like, of course I want a better trinket. I think it's frustrating because so many that are so close to good. Like, Mantis damage, Salt damage, anything but Trickle regen. Lifesteal, Salt damage, anything but Spicy. It's always the third one is, like, horrific. Like, Black Ant damage. Perfect otherwise. Love that combination. It's always something so goofy, though. Your odds are just as good to get something good as it is to get something ridiculously bad, you know? So I'm gonna get... Question is, what lab do we want to do? I haven't gotten that chip yet. Good to know. So we do the pond. The pond's so quick. The hedge is also fun. They're both really quick. I could probably do both of them tonight. I need to get... Maybe our goal is to get to the undershed, because I'm running out of lint, and I can't get enough until I unlock the undershed. I think we do it. Let's send it. Let's get some repair glue. Then we'll go to the... Actually, I need to go to the pond anyways, because without the pond, we're doomed. Can't get enough muscle sprouts, and I hate using the farms for them. It's not good. Oh, wait. We need a better trinket. Getting ahead of myself. Let's get it. I hope you had a good day, Jeremy. All right. ADHD is on tonight. Everybody be ready. Dude, I'm telling you, man. What is this? What? It's just a different order. Like, what is this? What are these trinkets? What, have I missed all the streams? You've only missed Mondays. Yeah, just Monday. Oh, look at that. Hunger and thirst rate. Just got off of work about 30 minutes ago. Nice. Always nice to be done with the day. Welcome in, ND. Oh, I didn't even say. Welcome in Velocity. I feel like it has been ages, though, man. I finally got started a little earlier, but it's not that early. You must just be up late tonight. I know, that's the worst part. Too many of my viewers are from people that don't work. Or not don't work. They do not have the same schedule. Very different schedules, unfortunately. But all good. And on holiday, nice. So now, what game are you playing, Velocity? I haven't seen you in the chat helping people 5 a.m. Crazy, man. I have to get up closer to 5 a.m. than I go to bed at 5 a.m. these days. Where is it? This is what I want. There we go. I still can't believe I just got 2 identical trinkets. The odds are ridiculous for that. No, we want this. I feel like that makes sense, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get all the... Well, I'm not gonna move on from New Game Plus 4, so I guess I have a lot more time to do all of the milk molars and stuff. So I don't really have to worry about that. I was messing with my sound earlier, so I'm just kind of screwing around right now. I love that you get all the keys. Each New Game Plus. That part's nice. Speed Move found your channel yesterday and all your builds are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome in. If you have any questions about building or Grounded in general, I am here to help. Actually, I need a lot of these. Eventually I'm going to want to do the Job-matic defense, and I've used all of them. Or at least get it started, you know. We will be building a little later tonight. I would like to get a little further through the story, because until I can get to the undershed, I can no longer get enough lint to work on my builds. So, got a little house cleaning to do, and then we'll be back to working on the sandcastle builds. The temple's getting very close to done. The inside's got a lot of work, but once the outside's done, all the details start coming together, I get all hyped. Makes it way more fun. So I tend to build faster. The ideas flow a bit more freely. Oops. This is so much easier when you get a trinket that just makes it so you never have to surface. I'm here for it. Probably makes it a little too easy, but honestly, I'm here for it. Too slow, suckers. Can't get me. Milk molar is probably up in that first room. I finally feel like I slightly remember all of this. It's taken 4 New Game Pluses, but we're finally here. Lots of builds from others, and you can ask any questions there. Timber or others will react for sure. There's a lot of good builders in the chat. Also, I want to get their name right. NLDS. If you're not on our Discord, they have a sick build going. I just need to copy this. Hold on, sorry. If you want to talk about builds, get help with builds, specifically see cool builds in Grounded, the Discord is the place to go. Why would I even want that? I still can't post links as a mod, is that what you're saying? wonder if that's just I don't know. Inspired you to make your own pagoda base? Nice. Yeah, if you have any questions about how to build it, I love you. One, join it so I can see it, because I love seeing people's ideas and how I can adapt and make changes to my builds. And I think everyone approaches building slightly differently, so I really enjoy seeing inspiration from other people. But if you have any questions about it, you can definitely get help, because it's kind of a funky build, you know? It's not on grids, so it can be very difficult to recreate, and we're here to help. I just saw that you were live. Yeah, just started. It's only been 10 minutes. Welcome in, El Presidente. It is. I've made a lot of weird things, but it all works nice. Honestly, that's just how I did it, you know? You make some weird stuff. It's been a lot of trial and error. Smiles, welcome in. Hey, started a larger main base right before New Game Plus came out. In your opinion, do you think I should finish it, then go to New Game Plus 4, or get to New Game Plus 4? I always think that building while you're playing is the way to go. Like, I wouldn't treat it as one or the other. Like, I would get it to a good functioning level. What's up, Lude? Get it to a good functioning base to where you feel like you have everything you need. You've got ovens, whatever. Maybe there's not the total amount you want, but get it to the point where you can sort of utilize the base, and then go to the next New Game Plus. So, like, if the way I thought about it is, I didn't finish the story until the pagoda base was done. Like, I sat on the original Java-matic before New Game Plus was even a thing. I sat on that for like a long time, just because I don't like running out of content. Like, that's what I enjoy doing, is playing the game, building bases, like, while I progress through it. Because if you finish the base, then there's nothing to do on, so you just blow through the story. Oh, gotta go this way. So I would think of it like, get the basics done, then go to New Game Plus. And then once you get into a new story, don't rush through the story. Like, I think the worst thing you can do is rush to New Game Plus 4, because it's extremely punishing at times, unless you just really love the combat, like Velocity in here. Yeah, and so you mega build as you go, as Lude says. That's sort of the way I like to think of it, is progress a little, build a little, progress a little, build a little. Every time you progress through another New Game Plus, you then have to go through the whole story over again, so you might as well take it slow and enjoy each New Game Plus. Because you're going to eventually get to a New Game Plus where you're going to be like, alright, I am now just frustrated, until they buff everything. I can't sub because my PayPal ain't working and I never requested a credit card. No worries, man. You are in the build either way, but don't worry about subbing. I appreciate it for sure. What if you're a speedrunner? Then slow down. There's nothing great by finishing things really fast. Speedrunning's great, but when Stan's statue, I gotta come up with like a statue design that's fitting for Dan, you know? It can't just be anything. It's gotta be the right thing. But, Velocity, you will be missing out on all these dope emotes we have in the channel. So, you better figure all that out so you can show your pride for the King Aphid or King Weevil. Someone's got to challenge Crazy. Yeah, Lude's got it. And once you sub for a long time, the 1 year sub is 2 deal. Take that all day. The 1 year sub. I don't need. Actually, I do need all that. I'm running low. Sorry, the 1 year sub, like every badge upgrades every 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months, something like that. There's like 5 stages currently. The last one is a sort of the way the anvil looks, the new yoked anvil. Or no, it's this, isn't it? The like purple aura is like what the helmet's designed off of. So I had to do a little bit of grounded there. Wait, there's another milk molar? Where is it? There we go. That should open all the doors. Should Dan change his name to Notorious Dan? He is notoriously Dan. You're not wrong. Where is this? I already went this way. What? Where's that? My 8 o'clock reminder came on. Where's the milk molar? Those are interesting to use as a lighting source and build lighting around that purple aura. Oh, I've only used them for like one thing. This way. No? Is it like outside of it? I'm lost. I'm stuck. Ah! Do you know Justin Powered Man? No. I hear the science. Where is it? I'm not on it. Neither do I. You're such a turd. Oh, you're such a troll, crazy. Oh, there we go. Excuse you. Just face tank them. They're not scary. I can't even be mad at you because it's like, it's every day I fall for it. Is that a new move? Or do I always kill them so fast that they never get to do it? Oh, this must have been the milk molar that was trying to get me to find. Lude. I'm so excited to work on the twist design thing. It's gonna be great. I literally have been thinking, like, how am I gonna do this? I want to use that idea so bad. I posted my base on Discord, wondering if you have any suggestions on it. If you have any time, 100%. I always hang out in Discord for a little while after stream, so I'll definitely take a look at it then. And I work from home full time, so I often am on Discord all day as well, or at least like on and off consistently. So anytime you want to post stuff, I literally spent probably 2 or 3 weeks helping Velocity completely rebuild the Pagoda base, like piece by piece. So it's like, that's what I do. Also, if you build in other games, you can post about those too. Every screen, yeah, literally. It's hundreds. Well, and that's the great part, Andy, is I've helped people literally recreate it piece for piece, and I've helped people just do like certain parts. so they get an idea of like how to build one specific thing. Like I helped someone do just the outer sort of shell, and then they filled it in all on their own with like all their own stuff. And then they're like, how do you build the bounce tower up to the top? So there's, I can help either way. And I prefer helping people get the basics, or like helping them figure out different ideas, or being able to send like different ideas from my base, and then seeing what they come up with. Because I think there's so many cool ways to build in this game that everyone's cool ideas are worth sharing. It's like Luderav, yeah, and like Luderav came up with this crazy, if you're in Discord, this like 360-degree twisting platform thing, tower, with all these crazy lights and stuff. It's freaking awesome. And I was been like, how am I going to use that in a design? Because it's too cool to not have it in my base. Ah! I'm too young to die. He angry. Okay, he's gone. No, he's not gone. Bye. Go away. Audrey Crew. Oh, Knife is here. What's up, man? Finally back? No worries. I took 2 weeks off, so. It was a long 2 weeks, man. 32 people now, Velocity? Holy cow. Even if you're just being sarcastic, it's probably pretty close to that. But yeah, I've been using Luderav's ideas. He's using my ideas. Like, we both, everyone in, there's been a couple people that have built and had really cool looking ideas and stuff too. Like, it's a great spot for people to like have ideas and bounce them off each other. Donated you $10, dude. That's sick. Well earned, honestly. Oh, that's. I was like, dude, this trinket too? No. Spicy best. I hate it. I don't want it. What do I get rid of? Oh, I don't need those. And I have so much of that. I want all the other stuff. Do I need this? Probably not. Actually, candle wax is really useful now. It's a mutual design idea, right? You're debating what? Hey, I want that. Yeah, who needs those? Those are worthless. That's worthless too, so that's good. Whether I debate or not, dude, why do I even read your message? It's crazy. You're lucky you're the president. Or else I'd probably just ignore you most of the time. Because I just end up trolling myself every time I read one of your messages. Might as well get as much of this as I can, I guess. While I'm thinking about it. It's not my favorite thing to randomly need to collect when I start doing on the insides of builds, but... How did he even get president? Dude, I don't know. I'm convinced that he, like, drugged me. Knife Dragon with the $5 donation. Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. Definitely helps me out more than any one of you can even understand. And it makes my wife really happy. She's like, well, at least you're getting paid to play video games. She lets me play more when I'm like, hey, I got a member tonight. She's like, fine, it's useful. Want to switch that. So I'm like, what am I missing here? I'm lost. What happened when the B bought his first house? Absolutely no clue. Sounds like something a wife would say, right? I'll take it. She also needs time away from me. I can be pretty annoying, so. Took a break from DBD. So here, holy cow, is that Corey? Is that the one and the only? This really is the OG crew. Everyone's here. We're missing Fancy. That's who we're missing. I haven't seen Fancy in a while. Are you ready for Eminem? I think it drops tomorrow, right? I think, right? The 12th? I'm excited. Whoa, look at that cool helmet Knife has. It's legit. And then they only get cooler from there. Change the music real fast. Terrifier 3 drops October 11th. There you go. I was feeling some slightly different stuff, but... Oh, the 12th is a pre-save? Dang it. I got trolled. What a ripoff. That makes me sad. I was so excited. Dang it. As many Fuzz on the Rocks as I can make. I need to farm those more often. Let's go to bed. Like the crazy, yup. I haven't been over in this base very long. Velocity with the $2. Let's go, man. Of course it helps. Wait, was knives? Was that a sub knife? It doesn't say. But it doesn't have the like symbol. It must be the sub. Or is that like a continued sub? It doesn't say anything, it just says $5. And hiya! Is it just a donation then? It's weird. Normally, Velocities allows me to like and heart it. Huh. That's so weird. I wonder why. Well, I'm hearting it and liking it right now. It's just not working. Cool. Awesome. Sure. Yeah. Those are trinkets. Yep. They are... That's what those are. Because he sent a message. I sent... Oh. Oh yeah, there's super chats and super stickers and stuff. I feel like I still should be able to like it. That doesn't seem different. Right? I still like it, you know? Ooh, maybe I have some... I do have lint here. Oh, we have lots of lint here. Let's go. I want to steal all of it, but I am lacking on the lint. Sure, we'll throw one of those in there. Took a break from everything, but I'm back now. Hey, sometimes we need that. Sort of what my last 2 weeks was. A free refresh. Getting reset on everything. Wait, I wanted those. Let's keep one stack here. But yeah, I'm refreshed a little bit. Feeling good. It's nice being back. Just gotta keep things going, you know? It was a long 2 weeks off, though. With a 1-year-old, they don't really feel like vacations anymore. They kind of feel more crazy. They feel kind of crazy. Alright, so I think I got all the stuff here that I need to... we could go there, actually. That would be smart. Just get that real quick. Stuff. Not what I meant, but okay. 2 weeks away from chat politics. There was a lot. That is true. I'm now caught up with the boys. Yeah, you guys watched a ton of that for a while there. Honestly, with all the real politics going on, it just drives me crazy, so. I don't do politics. It just makes me frustrated. Every part of it. My wife literally has a strict no politics talk all the time. I have to argue with someone about who's better at golf. I mean, I'll beat you any day, so now you got that to contend with. Gotta wait till next week to see what happens. Oof, that's the worst. I've been watching House of Dragons. That's the only like live show I'm currently watching that I have to like keep up with. But I do hate waiting every week. The weeks are long, but also really quick, you know? I don't even know why I got that Sarah's charm. Me. A-Train is cooked. Ooh, I have never watched The Boys, so I don't even know. It's so hard to start new series these days. I didn't get the table, dang it. Oh, better go get some air before I drowned. Get distracted. Who's better at golf, Crazy? Whee. Go, go, go. I think that was the steak. I had a flatbread chicken, barbecue chicken ranch pizza. It was good. Not bad. I don't really know why I took that. I already have like 2 or 3 of them. Hey, that's not what I wanted. Put too much stuff over here, now I can't get to these. What do we get? It was like one of these. Alright, these are mine. I always do that on accident. I'm gonna go back to lurking. Have fun sounds good. Soft tacos, those are good too. No worries, Corey. Thanks for checking in. Good to hear from you. Hope you're doing good, by the way. Dude, I literally just got that last time too. It was ridiculous. Why? It's always wrong. Do you like soft tacos or crunchy tacos? Soft. But only like real soft tacos. Like a Taco Bell soft taco is like, it's fine. But like just a flour tortilla taco, soft, yeah, all day. At Taco Bell, I'd actually get a cheesy gordita crunch, which is a hard, soft shell taco. So best of both worlds. Why have one when you can have two? Alright, we got all that. Is there a feather over here? That's not what I wanted to do. Feathers. There's not. I just haven't looked at a science station for a while. Alright, to the hedge. Let's get it. So, I wish I had it on tape, but earlier today, I was like running around because I was like, I need to make a new thumbnail for the stream. I haven't made one since I got back, and I was like, I used this one yesterday, and I was like, I want to make a new one, but I don't really have enough progress on the build for it to look any different, so I gave up. But while I was doing it, the big antlions, I don't even know what they're called, but the ones in the like trenches, I don't know. The ones in the like holes, one of them was infused, and I don't think I've ever had an infused one of those before, or maybe I just had the worst luck, but it was right underneath the temple. And so I was like, I gotta kill this thing or else it's gonna ruin my literal life. Like, it's horrible because it had sour, spicy staff, explosive. And it's the craziest thing when they, there's one specific attack where for some reason, it sets it off. Like a normal attack sets off a normal infusion with one sour orb or like one spicy staff attack. Very manageable, easy. I could do that all day. When they do a specific attack, it literally launched like 40 of the sour infusions and 40 of the staff things. And that's not like literally, if I had to put a number on it, there was at least 15 of each that exploded. So every, like in the 360 degree like circle, it would just explode. So you'd instantly die because you'd get hit by like not one or two, you'd get hit by like 6 or 7 of the explosives. And then from there, oh geez, that lag. Really? That's unfortunate. Alright. My FPS dropped to 0 for a second. So I was trying to kill it, and it's underneath the temple. So it literally blows, like, I had to reload the save the first time I did it, because it blew up, like, a quarter of the temple. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I didn't know they could set off that many infusions at once. It literally was, like, it was more difficult than any of the boss fights. Like, I would have rather have fought the Mantis than fought that thing, because it took me so long to kill, because it just was impossible to do anything. Totally busted, and I had never seen that to that degree before. It was like, it was horrible. So I ended up having to use my spicy staff, spicy mage trinket, and I just fired endless spicy attacks at them while dodging and running around like a wimp. Because it was the only way to deal with it. It was horrible. Like, there was no way of dodging anything as soon as it set off an infusion. And it was setting off the infusion on my pet ant. It was setting it off on other antlions. Like, didn't matter if I got hit. It just, anything that got hit by that attack set off the entire explosive, like, chain reaction. Good job, Knife. You're learning. That's how it goes, honestly. We have to be better. We can't feed our local trolls. No? Oh yeah. I was like, there's one of these in here. Don't talk to Kinda Crazy. Now it's Timber's turn to learn. I'm working on it. The issue is I get distracted because I'm like trying to read chat and I just see a message and read it. And by that time, it's too late. Right? Definitely. He was me last night. Nobody else was here, but he stole my name and picture and was just chatting as if he was me for the entire second half of chat. I literally have never noticed that that is where this one is supposed to go. And it makes me kind of feel dumb that I never realized it. I always was like, how do you build to that one? It took me way too long to figure that out. What was I supposed to do? He was the only person chatting at that point. It was like 10 o'clock. Wasn't much I could do. Eating too much pineapple pizza. Ugh. But yeah, so to finish my story from earlier, I literally just had to restart, reload a save, and then I did this crazy spicy stuff thing, and it took me about 5 minutes of doing this. Literally this. 5 minutes to kill it. It was so strong. How can you do this? A mimic is free now. He's gonna kill us all, right? The only reason you could tell the difference is because, like, some people have subs and stuff. And he doesn't. They don't die in one hit. None of my weapons are upgraded enough. I need to do some upgrading. You never know who he's going to be, too. He just has to get bored. And then he threatens all of our democracy. Yep, see there, he did it. At least he's himself this time. I still don't understand how they allow that to even be a thing. Like, Google owns YouTube. Where's this milk mold? Is it just loading from previously? Yeah. Naturally. Uh-oh. Oh, there's two. Yikes. I'll make a third one on accident, probably. This is my favorite way to deal with these. Spam away. Eventually, I want to make this a legit build. Ah! I'm too young to die. Oh, there's another one. Run away. Guys, have you seen Kinda Crazy, his YouTube channel? Is he even real? Probably not. He's AI. The AI these days is getting really good. Has he ever joined chat or anything? Voice chat when you guys are hanging out? Not a bad idea. Oh, jeez. I think we only fell down once so far, so that's pretty good. As I almost fall again. Everyone's last words. It's so hard to hit sometimes. Oops. No. I want the bandage. Wrong person. Oh. So he's kind of a real person? It's an infused taste tea as well. Alright, that doesn't do any damage to these things. Oh no. Mistakes were made! Yep. I didn't block, I accidentally attacked. Oh no. What a respawn location. Be faster to just go back to the base. I can take the teleporter to the hedge, the Broodmother arena. Heading off to bed. Sounds good, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the donation as well. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night. Get some sleep. We all know crazy won't. Sorry, I'm unable to take questions at this time. Please try again. That's okay. Where is that? Oh yeah, there's one like down there. It's just raw science though. How do you, it's crazy how quick you can switch. It should not be a thing. Boom. Look at that. We're back. Back most of the way at least. How has Google failed so bad? How would they allow this? Why do you have two different crazies? Do you have two different kind of crazy accounts? Why is one image bluer than the other? Two tabs or not, shouldn't be a thing. I'm just amazed that it's a thing. Let me in. Need passwords. Oops. I regret my decisions. Never mind. He died real easy. We did it. I'm learning. I have noticed a significant more lag as of late. Like since coming back from my vacation. Oh jeez. Noticing way more lag for some reason. I wonder if any of my options got changed. Quality, high, low. I feel like everything's the same. I don't know. 3 different persons? I doubt it. You're barely one person. Like I said, you're AI. Oh, jeez. Okay. Thought I was gonna fall. Didn't. Alright, well, okay. Well, okay. We're doing it. We're doing something. I want to go up and kill those tasties. Oh, no. Mistakes were made! Dang it. I hate doing that. Where's your science? Oh, that's the one that was right here. Or it was not. Hey, are you both the crazy, or is there a mimic? Definitely mimics. Oh, there it is. Give me your science. The explosions need to be a little more obvious, I think. Wow, I need to upgrade these weapons, dude. These are bad. They do no damage. I haven't upgraded my weapons in a long time. I feel like I was just waiting for New Game Plus 4. But this is still going to be the best sour weapon, no matter what I do, so it's worth it. Who is the real one? None of them. They aren't real. I feel like Velocity's falling for the trap now. Caught in the web of lies. I can pick up the crap. Good. Consume. Sure. Yeah, sure. Great. Wonderful. These are so good. Yeah, wonderful. Sure. We'll eat that. This way. Can we get in from the top? Yeah. Parkour! We did it. We're the best. I want that. Sour Mage. Lovely. We'll eat one of those too. This isn't going to be good. Nope. My donation. What donation? I don't see any donations. Just sent you a message saying this will all make sense. If it's involving crazy, it will never make sense. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that makes sense. Been down this road one too many times. Woo. I don't need that. I'd rather have the de-duper jelly. Alright, I think that's everything. Other than there was like a milk molar or something somewhere around here. And I forgot to go to the scanner, but who cares? We got what we came here for, right? Yeah. To home. Uh-oh. Just sent who a message? What, Discord? Or are you talking to Velocity? Come here. Oh, Velocity's so cool. You only talk to Velocity. Not even part of the cool kids club in my own stream. Alright, what are our guesses? Now I don't even know who Velocity's talking to. What's the problem? I don't even understand anymore. I'm lost in the Matrix. Exactly, Smiles. I'm lost in the sauce. I need to finish this teleporter hub as well. But I need like mini bases. I need to come up with a design for like a mini outpost. And with a mini outpost, then I can like make what I want. Dang it. Alright. D-do. I want that. Don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Don't need that. I need to dedupe. As I am the real one, I was the first one that came up with the President Weevil gang. What gang? What gang was that? Now you're just talking about yourself. You want to ban yourself? Is that what I'm hearing right now? You're not even changing like your thing. I feel like Velocity's been waiting for this day, so I wouldn't tempt him. He'll do it. He's crazy, man. All this jelly. I think he's malfunctioning. Now he's Dan, but he's still crazy. I think he's lost all hope. There's no coming back from this crazy. Apparently I need to find a way to be more entertaining so Crazy doesn't have to entertain himself. Is that what I'm seeing? This isn't enough for you, is it? I'll never be enough for you. We all are, don't worry. Without you here every night, Velocity, this is my fate. Alright, we did all that. Sleep till the morning. We'll hit up Berg. The Burgle. The Stump Lab would be super easy. Crush everything in like one night. Yeah, my brain just hurts. Burgle's this. Yeah. I don't come here very often anymore. Burgle. We did it. Well, what? To the table. What do you mean is that you? Only Crazy would be able to cause this much confusion and chaos. It's his MO. I'm coming for you, Wendell. Alright, now we go get Wendell. Well, we get a Scabby, then we get Wendell. Oh. Actually, I want... Oops. Ouch. Whee! I want my axe. Because I hate going to the Undershed without a regular axe. Too dark to collect all the lint when it just falls everywhere. Gotta have a regular axe. I'm not happy about it, but I do. It's honestly my least favorite part about the Salt Chipper is that it's not just a one-handed pickaxe. I really wish it was a one-handed pickaxe. It'd be way cooler. It's cool. It's strong. But I want to be able to hold the torch while I use my tool. It'd be perfect as just like a hammer. Exactly the same. Essentially just a tier 4. instead of the Black Ox Beetle hammer, it'd be perfect. That's all I need. Have I not gotten this one? No, no, that's the one underneath. For anyone that doesn't know this chat, you're just confusing people crazy. You're just hurting everyone's brain. No one knows how to follow it. And I don't think enough people are in on the inside joke. Alright, let's get some toenails. Whoa, that was close. I don't come up here all that often, so might as well get them. We're doing it. It's not me, it I velocity. The music of this song is slightly too loud. There we go. Good old Tully. I don't even want any of that. I think the goose load there is no imposter goose. Dude, you just opened a can of worms there for yourself, goose. You really did. He's coming for you now, I promise. Although it could be like the time where he got everyone in chat on this game just to mess with me. It does sound like something an imposter goose would say. Boom. Who are you? Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Oops, I do that every time. Nobody knows who anybody is anywhere in this chat. Everyone's everyone. Everyone's nobody. Nobody's nobody. Everybody's crazy. Want that light. Apparently I want that bone. Apparently I want to pick up everything. Alright, call it good. Wait, I need this on the hotbar. Okay. First time I came in this undershed, I was so afraid. It was so scary. Then after you do about 3,000 lint runs, you get really used to it. But oh man, in the beginning. I don't trust anyone in my chat anymore. Wait, I got a bunch of milk ballers. I should use these. Healing, stamina. It's my second day in this live stream and my brain wants to explode. I know. Sorry about that, Smiles. Crazy gets bored and goes crazy in the chat. Oh my gosh. And also 824 is also crazy. Crazy's crazy. Dan Stanzert is crazy. Experiment there is crazy. And then if he gets really bored, then he'll just change his name to the same thing as someone else's name in chat. An imposter, being a perfect imposter of them, and then it gets really crazy. It is hard to follow. Just listen to the sound of my voice and we'll get through this. If he gets too crazy, then I have to put him on a ban for a day. There was a day where I literally had to, he had to be banned. Because it was getting bad. Yeah, everyone in the chat's going insane. It's an actual simulation of life, is what the chat is. Everyone's lost. Nobody actually knows who they are, what they're doing in life. It's just chaos and nothingness, you know? Oh my goodness. I was like, I'm gonna land right on that. Almost launched me. Catching him pretty good. I think I've only dropped one or so far. Look at all this lint. I haven't done this run in so long. I had so much of it stockpiled. It's kind of sad when I ran out last stream. Normally I sit on my computer and farm materials when I'm not working, but I have not quite had that. Of course I missed two. I was doing so good. Normally I was better about farming materials, but I have not done that as of late since I was gone. I'm calling the Goose Overlord. We gooses are going at war with crabs and crazy. Whoa. Uh-oh. I didn't jump far enough. Am I gonna make it? Oh no. I think we can still make it over here. It's gonna be close though. Nah, I think we're fine. Luckily the milk molar wasn't up there, so. This is how you skip. Oh geez, don't hit me. That's how you skip the scary Black Widow underneath there. If anyone was wondering. Oh no. What's he preparing for? A hostile takeover? No. I am very happy that they added all these extra spawns for Lint. It's not like a ton, but it is kind of a ton. That's a Black Widow Ling. I need to fix this. These still all spawn in the wrong spot. Stop moving. I'm here to kill you. I feel bad for all these roly-polies. Like, what are they eating? Well, Experiment, you're gonna have to try more Lint. What did I do? Oh, I did that again. I never prepare for the Mant fight. I always forget it's down here. Wait, what am I missing? Isn't this where I'm supposed to go? What the heck are you doing down here? That was easy. Oh, I'm so dumb. Dang, I am so dumb. I do this every single time. I don't prepare for the mant fight, and I always forget it's down here. But by the time you're down here, like, who's going to go all the way back? But in New Game Plus 4, am I really going to kill it with this trinket? No. Dang it. Every time. It's not that hard to get back, but how many times does one have to forget the same thing before they fix it? For some reason, I always think of the mant in a totally different area. I've only done it 5 times, though. Oh, I'm out of dandelion tufts. Dang it. Is that torch symbol in the bottom right new? I don't feel like I've ever noticed that. Not that I'm looking down there very often, but... Alright, we'll get our lint. We'll head back to base. We'll get everything we need. We'll do the man fight. We'll be done with it. We'll move on with our lives. Oh, jeez. No! Dang it. That was so dumb. How much of that blew up? Oh my gosh. Like all of it. Where did it all go now? It's gonna be everywhere. It's everywhere. Literally everywhere. Most of it didn't like bounce 3 trillion times. So that's a plus. They should make it stick, honestly. It should just stick exactly where it lands. Let's see how much I missed. If it's worth even getting it. Could always get it on the way back, but... If I come back tomorrow, it might... Holy cow, I missed so much. There's a few right here. It's lying to me. I feel like most of it bounced down there. It says there's 3 here. Where did they land? Did they go all the way down under? Oh, get out of here. Chat is broken, so I'm chatting for him. Oh, jeez. Sounds about right. He's mysteriously disappeared, though. Interesting. Alright, that's plenty of lint. I'll just do another run afterwards. Since we have to come back either way. Mistakes were made. Whee! Ouch. Yeah, kind of have to wait till tomorrow anyways. It doesn't really matter if I come out in the middle of the night anymore. No, that way. Actually, I might have to go up there. Whatever. We're doing it. Alright, that was the main goal for the night. Get the undershed. We get the mant done, then we just have to do the ant hills, Brawny Boy bin, random stuff that I don't really need at this point in time. But I need my lint. Hey. Who let my dog get hair all over that mic? Hate this song. We got a lot of milk molars to find. That's for sure. We have time, though. Nothing but time. So who in chat has played Enshrouded yet? I feel like I'm doing a really bad job. I keep talking about playing it, and then every time I'm supposed to play it, I have to cancel stream, or my son doesn't go to bed, or I'm on vacation. But I'm going to start playing in my free time, which is minimal. Oh, that wasn't bad. And learning the build system, because I really want to play that game. The building's insane. I think there's going to be a lot of long-term ability to play the game, which is going to be fun. I have few bosses. Found those deposited. Sent a special flying force comprised of over 10,000 geese that are trained in wind-to-hand combat. A wing-to-hand. Wind-to-hand kind of makes sense. Wind-to-wing combat. That's one for you. Okay, let's get a fresh trinket. That one's pretty good, because the explosives messed me up last time. Boss damage is good damage, but I don't feel like it was that good last time. It doesn't really do me any good. I don't really have very good fresh trinkets. I mean, the boss damage is fine, but it's not good. Why is that in here? It's garbage. Another million? I wish I had $1 million. Wish I had $1 million. Don't we all? Wow, I have really, really bad fresh trinkets. Jeez. Okay, so we got that. We have some of that. I'm fine with healing. Give even more troops, just you wait. Get him. Get him good. Crit chance, sure. I die so fast either way, it's probably better to use that. And I don't have a lifesteal on either of these, so that doesn't really help anyways. Yeah. Healing's fine, but it's not great. Sure, we'll go with that. Velocity says you need to give me more mod permissions. I'll believe that when I hear it from Velocity. How's that for you? Watch, we're gonna get the perfect trinket right here for the Mant. I gotta hear it from his, from him. And you can't impersonate him because he's a mod already. You can't steal his stuff. Alright, we didn't get the perfect trinket. I believe nothing. You think I'd make the same mistakes 20 times? You think I'm that stupid? You wish. Let's pilfer a bit more of this lint. Definitely not using it here. Chat's broken on PC, but you're still here. Sorry, I've just learned I can't trust anything Crazy's saying, so... The chat can't handle Crazy having any mod permissions. What are you talking about? It's like asking for anarchy. Did you steal his Discord too? Huh? Is that what's happening here? Huh? Why is Crazy speaking for you, though, is what I don't understand. It sounds like you're trying to fight Goose, but Goose is fighting Crazy. Yeah, I understand his chat broke. But no, I absolutely can't trust you, Crazy. Sorry. Exactly, Smiles. Exactly. You put these two together, and man, they get just chaos. I didn't have all of these. I have all those, right? Yeah. Actually, do I have all those trinkets up in the? Oh, yeah, I got a minute. I have a... Oh, I need to go get Dandelion Tufts. Dang. Literally none. Cool. Don't tell anybody, okay? Of course. Isn't it, like, up on top? I think it's on top. I'm missing the right elf charm. Where's the right elf charm at? No, you can't be a mod yet. Did you listen to anything I said? Boy. It's like asking for my downfall. If I give you mod, I have no clue what you'll do. I have to know that you're gonna do good things for the chat, not just things for the chat. I don't know, I need like a certain period of time where I don't see any Dan, any fake accounts, any copying, impersonations. Mods are what mods are. They can't impersonate everyone else in chat. They have to be a safe place for everyone. You're in chat enough and long enough that I'd consider making you a mod, but I have to have complete trust because I'm putting a lot of trust and responsibility in a mod. Took me a long time to be able to feel comfortable making Velocity a mod first, and he's the only one I got. Because at that point, you're like representing me in my chat, which is a scary thing to do. What? Where'd they go? Where'd they all go? Oh, they're in the rock. There we go. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Crazy as mod. Now that's gonna be crazy. Exactly. That's why I don't know if I can do it. It scares me. Yeah, maybe I'll make you a mod randomly. But I gotta... There can't be any mess-ups, impersonations. I know, that's why I'm afraid, because he's gonna mess with everyone still. It was funny the first time or two, but now it's just scaring people away. Smiles is over here trying to enjoy the community and the chat. And he doesn't even know what's happening, he's so lost. That's also part of it, is it's damaging to the community overall. It's fine for the people that understand it and know it. But for new people, they don't want to come in and be like, what is happening in this ridiculous chat, dude? I don't want to hang out in here. Just because I watched 100 or 200 horror movies doesn't mean I'm scary. That's scary. I've been reading all this and I don't know when to respond exactly. That's why I'm always like, I'm not a huge fan of it. Is you're hurting the chatting ability of everyone else. I don't want newcomers to feel welcome and comfortable here. Oh no, did I make it? Oh, thank goodness. How horrible would that have been to fall all the way down? Yeah, I mean, at least you're honest with your name. But we gotta check it. You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself, you know? Yeah, the night you and Fancy were in it together, I almost had to ban both of you for a night. What do you think the best armor for using armor stands is? Decorations? It's kind of a hard question because it kind of depends on like the build that I'm working on. So like, I think a lot of the armors look cool, specifically the ones that kind of normal. Oh my god, you are something else, man. At least he's taking the criticism serious. Oh, sometimes with this guy. So like in the Sandbox build, I am currently using the Wasp armor. I think that looks really cool. The Broodmother helm and stuff's pretty cool. All the ones that have like the ant armors look horrible on stands because they're too tiny. I think the roly-poly looks really cool. Looks sort of like a soldier. So I'm a big fan of the Wasp and the roly-poly, personally. What else? I kind of have to think about it. Probably everyone tea. What about the crumpets? Which one do I want to use? Boss damage? I really liked the explosive resist last time I did this. I'm gonna go full... What is that? Use the Mant against the Mant. Using lighting reflections found. The pearls on Ant Queen armor works. Interesting. The Ant Queen armor does look really cool, honestly. I do really like the Ant Queen armor as well. I think that looks really cool. Mantis armor is decent. It's similar, fairly similar in my book to the can't even think what I'm saying, sorry. Ant armors. The Mantis armor is similar to the Ant armors just because it's a little, it's like too small. Oops. Hard to see sometimes in my opinion. Okay. Get in the game, Timber. Have I blocked anything yet? Get him. Ha! I have explosive resist. You can't touch me. Heal. Ha! You killed your own friend. Sucks to suck. Yep, that was bad. Explosive resist is doing its job, though. I forgot to bring my black ant, too. The black ant would be really good here. Baby ant. Well, I blocked something. Woo. Got your number this time. I need to upgrade all my stuff. Bad. Oh, I forgot you get that. But, like, why is it the tier 1 hammer? Why? Why didn't they make it the Black Ox one, right? You said you were looking at bases and building later night? Yeah, that's where we're headed after this. Yeah, so we'll probably be building for the next hour. I don't know what to do. My whole YouTube on PC is bugged. That's weird. Did you try turning it on and off? This is cool, but like, why is it the tier 1 hammer? That's so weird. And like, why is it the tier 1 dagger? Like, make it the cool daggers. Make it all the cool stuff. See, that was really easy. I played that miserably bad. Wanditi, he was a true soldier. Who's that? Yeah, we're definitely heading to go build here in a second. I just felt like I needed to get through some of this story to be able to properly get materials again. Wandering trader. I haven't played Minecraft in ages. Dude, my power is over 9,000. Yep, want that? Nope. 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 Is there any more Black Ox ones? Nope. Don't want any of that then. Had the same thing once. I tabbed out and back in velocity. It worked. Interesting. Tab it out, boy. That's all I got for you. I am the least helpful tech person. I'm horrible with it, seems. I'm on a realm with my friend. Dan. I'm gonna need to upgrade my staff again to be able to kill the beetles in one shot. I need a lot of upgrades, man. The question is like, what am I gonna... What do I want is infused stuff, and what do I not? That's not what I wanted. I've got to drop all this stuff. I've recently started playing Grounded again, but I lost my save. Any tips on killing the bosses quickly so I can start New Game Plus? I mean, once you know their patterns, they're honestly pretty easy overall. No longer associated with that criminal. I like it. Sorry, I am thinking about your question. We'll hold that there. I don't really know what to do with that yet. I mean, like, get a good salt weapon. You really just need a good salt weapon and then a good... Get the spicy Coltana for the Brood Mother. That's all you really need is a solid salt weapon, a solid spicy weapon. I always go with the Club of the Mother Demon. Salty, I think that's my favorite salty weapon. I've been testing the Salt Chipper, but it's, I don't know. It's nice because I don't need a hammer, but other than that, I like the Club of the Mother Demon better. But with Smasher, it's almost the same, so it's similar. I wasted a lot of upgrades on it, though. Get the Widow. If you don't have it, the Black Widow armor is really good against the Broodmother. I feel like it makes that fight really, really easy. Dude, look at all those that infused ooze. 27. That's pretty good. So I've definitely... Oh, that's so expensive. That's 20 crystals, dude. Ugh. It's so painful. You have to be so, like, specific on what you want to upgrade. I feel like I'm going to use this against the Broodmother every time. And I'm going to use this in all the fresh situations. Feels like I'm just going to use an infused club eventually for salt. And that's the only thing it's going to change. And all this is going to stay exactly the same. It's kind of how I've always liked it. It's working again. Nice. Do you have to do the beginning to enter New Game Plus or just the bosses? You have to do all of the story and the Java-matic defense. It's the final defense, the Mantis, Wasp Queen, and Broodmother. Oh, and get a... You need a good... You have to get the sour. Unless you like a different sour weapon. Use whatever. Get the Acid Edge from killing Director Schmechter at the end. Get the good ending, and you're good to go. That is, I think, the easiest way to do all of it. Widow Armor is the best by far, in my opinion, because of the ads. You get extra healing, which literally makes you invincible after you kill, like, one Widow Spiderling. You kill one Spiderling, you're set. The fight's so easy after that. Other than that, the Mantis is just learning the attack pattern really well. It's... Honest, in the normal game, I feel like it's a pretty easy fight. I'm not a fan of it. New Game Plus, it's the bane of my existence. Ooh, need more play, too. Hey. I'm trying to think of other useful tips. But once you, in the normal game, just learn the attack patterns, and they're really easy. After you're in New Game Plus, it's all about your trinkets. Like, everything stays the same, you just need really good trinkets to win the fights. Trinkets aren't so important in the base game. They don't matter. You can kind of do what you want. But you just kind of have to rush down the different labs is really what it comes down to get to those different fights. I always go Broodmother, so I do the Hedge Lab, then I do all the lower yard stuff, then I go straight to the Wasp Queen or the Brawny Boy bin, do the Wasp Queen fight, then the Mantis fight is just an endurance thing for me. My internet went out for a second, but I am now back. Sounds good. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, a beginning cocktail. Oh, yeah. I should have known that's what you were trying to write there. But yeah, honestly, in the Java-matic and beginning cocktail thing is so easy with one... A trinket with sour damage up best and event attack up is... It's done. Game over. You win no problem. Use that and Guard Dog, you're good to go. But do everything you possibly can before you go to New Game Plus, because once you're in New Game Plus, it's significantly harder to beat the game. So I try to get the boss trinkets before New Game Plus, 100%. 110%. Anything, you should do everything you possibly can in the base game. Gold cards, if you care about them, if you don't, it doesn't matter. They get easier to get each New Game Plus, and you're going to have to beat the bosses anyways, but you're going to beat the bosses one time in New Game Plus. The only time I'm farming the bosses is New Game Plus 4 to get weapons. Other than that, I beat them one time and I move on, because they're that difficult. So yeah, complete as much as you possibly can before you go. Yeah, gold cards, everything. Velocity, I sincerely apologize for cursing your PC. Oh yeah, Trapper Peeper's really nice, yeah. Yeah, and the gold cards are kind of, if you fully plan on going to like New Game Plus 4, I wouldn't wait for the boss ones if possible. But all the other bugs get a higher percentage every New Game Plus for their gold card drop percentage. So I wouldn't worry about the regular enemies as much. At least in the first one. Some of them are just going to be such a long grind that it might be easier in New Game Plus. But without Trapper Peeper, your damage is going to feel lacking, I think, in some of the boss fights. It was a curse, right? He's a new name, new man, right? Just kind of normal, though. So it's kind of like... It's an improvement. It's also still scary. You still never know. I'll do all those too, dude. Kinda chill. That's the one. Kinda perfect. What are you building? So this is currently the Hall of Builders, I think is what I'm calling it at this point. So it's a temple that on the inside is like a memorial to everyone that's subscribed, donated, like Velocity. I mean, he's subbed and donated, but like he's a moderator. So he'll get a special spot. And so all of this inside is going to be like chests and different stuff for each person that supported the channel. Is kind of the idea behind the whole thing. So everyone that's supported, donated, subbed, moderated, I have some ideas. We have a president role that we haven't fully utilized yet, but at some point we will, and I'll be like adding special things in my builds for those people as well. Like I just want to use it as a memorial for like anyone who supports me. I think it's a cool way to like continue, make cool stuff, build cool things, and they have like a different type of purpose. What order should I give the ant queens the treats, poison, and infection? It's sort of a personal preference in some ways. For me, I wanted the baby ants as pets just because I want them in the game. I think it's a cool addition. So I was like, I have to get those. So I did befriend first with the treats. That way, the next one. So in New Game Plus 1, then they are your friends. You get the baby ants. You've done that. That's out of the way. You're done with it. Then the way I did it was I did it slightly different. If I could go back, I would poison the first New Game Plus 1, the red and black. I would have poisoned so I could get the reroller, the sausager thing to start re-rolling trinkets. Not super critical. I don't think you can go wrong with what? Very calm. God. I don't think you can go wrong with Yeah, he doesn't like that it's changed too much. I don't think you can go wrong with killing or poisoning them in the second one. It's sort of personal preference. You can't do the Fire Ant Queen poisoning until New Game Plus 2. So you can't get the final thing until New Game Plus 3. So it's perfectly acceptable. It's probably easier to keep track of to befriend all 3, then kill all 3, then poison all 3. It's probably the easiest way to do it. The ability to use the Sausager isn't really useful until you can get the tier 3 trinkets anyways. I think it's kind of a waste of materials, honestly. I had only poisoned 1 going into New Game Plus 2, so I felt like I kind of delayed the process because I couldn't get anything. You can't get all of them until New Game Plus 3 either way, so it doesn't really matter. So I'd probably just befriend, kill, and then poison in that, all 3 at the same time in that order. The only thing that you're gonna get that's useful that I kind of felt like if you want the shield, the infected ant shield that gives you poison or explosive resist, that is 1 perk of poisoning over killing, but it's not really worth it in my opinion. I don't use any weapons that aren't two-handed at this point. They just don't put out enough damage for the most part. So that's probably the route I would go in a long-winded response. I'll be honest, trying to get into New Game Plus via WoW mode is proving to definitely be a definite challenge. Yeah, right? And man, your builds are so textured, I need to take notes. I played in WoW on this world for the first 500 days. I've beat every boss once on WoW. Never did it again. It was miserable. I think it's a fun challenge if that's what you like. But it's a challenge. WoW is tough, and New Game Plus, it makes it like WoW is ridiculous. I tried it just to see what it was like. It's miserable. I'm literally playing on mild now because I got so annoyed with the combat in New Game Plus at the moment before they inevitably balance things out a little bit more. Mostly the bosses. I think everything else is pretty easy. The infused bugs can be annoying, but they're not that bad. The only thing I don't like is that antlions destroy my builds here now that they're infused. There were no threat before they were all became infused. Yes, shields do decrease your damage as well. And I would trust velocity on the 20% probably. But it's so bad. It's such a decrease in damage, it's just not worth it to me, I don't think. Yes, Dark Souls is a great explanation of how the combat in this game can feel at times. Luckily, the regular enemies aren't too horrible, but it can be tough. WoW is difficult, and it's meant to be very difficult. They did that on purpose. And also, yeah, take notes. If you have questions about my builds or anything, like ask. On my YouTube, which you're on my YouTube, duh. I have a top 10 build tips for building better in Grounded that goes over like how I thought through some of these builds and the way I think about building, which I think is probably the most helpful way to get assistance in being better at building in Grounded, and that applies to like every game, other than a couple specific mechanics that are like to Grounded. Like everything I talk about can be applied to any game and building better in any game. But also feel free to ask questions and let me know. That's what I'm here for. I like helping people, and you can also join the Discord and ask questions in there. I'm on there all day, every day, pretty much. Do you have one question about your build? If it is yours, an ant face made out of mushroom walls? Are you asking if I built an ant face out of mushroom walls? Can't compare this to any Dark Souls games. It's like a simplified Dark Souls game. I think the combat is inspired by Dark Souls-like games, but it isn't taken to the nth degree that Dark Souls games takes it to. You give any suggestions to my pagoda base? Posted in Discord? Yeah. I was wondering how it was done, if you're the one that designed it. It was not me, unfortunately. I don't think I've seen any ant faces made out of mushrooms. If you send an image, I might be able, like if you could find the image of it and post it in the Discord, I probably could help you recreate it. Check your builds if you want to. I gotta go in 10 minutes. Yeah. Wait, can you check builds if you want to? What do you mean? Are you saying check to Discord about his? Let's see. Looking at your pagoda base now. The bridge is dope. Can I show this? I think I can. There we go. This looks epic. Honestly, that looks super cool. I used this before as well. Oh, hold on. Let me... Oh, no, it is kind of cool. We're good. Yeah, the front entrance looks sick. I honestly really like that. Simple, elegant. The bridge is really cool. I like the way you're working on that. I just, yeah, finish it. Looks like you're still in progress. I know this pain immensely. The pain of crow feathers on this base is ridiculous. I think you posted a different one too. Let me see if I can open this better. One sec. It's too tiny. Alright, there we go. Now we can look at it. Honestly, this is really cool. You should send some other angles just so it's a little easier to see everything. But the entrance looks really clean. I like that the towers look really cool. The symmetry of both sides with the little pieces I think looks really nice. This is a pretty cool pattern as well. I like how filled out all this is as well. It's very different than how mine is kind of thought through. And this is kind of interesting. I'd like to see more pictures from different angles, but I like the patterning. You've done a good job like using different materials. You may want to throw in some other materials in some of this, similar to what you're doing with these. But I think you're on a great path so far. It looks like you're doing everything sort of symmetrical as well, so it just takes time to get there. Maybe adding a little more patterning sort of in the bottom, similar to what you've done here, just to kind of like break up some of the bigger mushroom walls is one thing. The inside is fairly similar overall. It looks good. Yeah, you just have to keep it going. The nice thing is you can make the inside whatever you want. Like, it can be effective like mine. Mine's just meant to be really efficient. Listen to Eminem's new album. It's not out yet. You have to... Even Corey said that earlier. Yeah, if they want to copy it, they can join the Discord, and I can definitely help them. He's fully committed, Velocity. He wants to be a mod now. Eminem didn't drop his album? What are you talking about? Really? I only trust Corey. Oh, well, Corey said it. Okay, I believe it. I'll have to listen to it after stream. And I wanted to add supports under the outer sections. I don't know what to do for them, though. Are you saying like some of these? I think it could use, because you've made this bigger, so big, not in a bad way or anything, it does feel like it wants, I don't know, some type of detail. But kind of hard to tell exactly what that would be. That's always the difficulty, you know. Yeah, it's a little heavy, I guess is the way I would describe it, with how much you have built here. Maybe try like slightly angling the last few into it, or even, I'm not sure what's in there is the hard part. I don't know what you're doing there, but you could like use like roofs to sort of create a, oh dang it, I wanted that one. You could use roofs to sort of like create an angle here to maybe step it back a little bit, 1 or 2 spaces, if you have room on the inside, of course. Recreate the forge you made. Yeah, the forge is cool. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Same with like this little, Endy is done here with like the other one, but the forge is like one of my favorite little things I've built. It's really cool. Yeah, the inside was empty in mine for a long time too. I built out the first floor, very similar to how you currently have it. I just put a roof over this. Yours is slightly taller, which actually works really well. It's cleaner. Maybe it is. Is it? No, it's the same. Maybe it's just the perspective that it's in. But yeah, overall, like, you fill in the floor, you do a little work here and there, but yeah, the forge was kind of a ridiculous concept. I'm still surprised at that, how I made that thing work. It's a really complicated little design. Sounds good, Velocity. Talk to you later, man. Sounds like you've gotten control of the only person that's Chaos, which is who's now very calm, so we're good. Yeah, if you find that video widowed, post it. Let me see it, or take a screenshot of it at least. I don't know if it'll let you post a link in the Discord or not. This last night, pretty happy since it's my first big build. Dude, if you just started that, you're on a great path. I think the biggest thing, don't be afraid to take certain parts apart, redo things, add details. Like, the way I like to think of builds is they're never done. The second you think, like, you tell yourself that like a build is complete, you stop yourself from a lot of different ideas that maybe they'll come a month from now, is sort of the way I think of it. But eventually that one spot, build stuff out and then go work on a different spot, and eventually you'll have sort of a breakthrough mentally in like the design process. If you come back to it, you'll see a cool image, you'll see something else someone else is doing on their base, and you'll get a lot of inspiration. Check out the Discord. We have a build showcase channel as well that you can post all of your stuff in and check out everyone else's stuff. It's a great spot for inspiration, especially if you follow Ludorav's stuff. I'm also going to be doing more community base tours here soon. I have like 2 or 3 people that want to do base tours. So I should be posting those on my YouTube here once we sort of get everything scheduled. I'll make videos, and those are great inspiration. See-Through no longer plays Grounded or anything, but See-Through's channel has a lot of really good, how those not spawn? A lot of really good base tours with tons of really cool ideas. Never really built a lot in this game. I think it's most people are missing a huge opportunity. I think this is one of, I love building in every game, but very few of them are this, like, the building mechanics in this game are just like very straightforward. They're easy to work with, not super frustrating. The game has its limitations like every build game. It's not maybe the most free building game like Valheim or Enshrouded or Minecraft, but it has good structure, and it's really easy to like comprehend and understand the build systems. So I'm a very big fan of all of it just because of that. And I think the materials, this like look of all the stuff is really cool. Like, I'm still amazed at how this whole build turned out. This is my favorite thing I've ever built in a game so far. The pagoda base is like a perfect base, but this thing's just epic. Completely useless, but man, is it cool. I mean, from making big-ish Minecraft builds into Grounded, it's a good transition. I feel like Grounded is a slightly more mature style of like art and stuff, which I've enjoyed. I played a lot of Minecraft years and years ago as well, so I definitely know Minecraft, but I like that Grounded is sort of its own thing, and it's not blocky. It's a very cool art style, I think, is what makes a lot of it fun. I'm a big fan of Grounded's art and how unique it is. Definitely be a search to find it, but when I do, I'll send it to you. And seeing everyone's pagoda base is making me want to redesign everything I just built. I feel like I've heard that before. But, I mean, that's part of it. I always like to think of building as well as don't start over, just add and adjust things. Typically, every design that you do has something positive about it. It may only be one tiny area. I mean, gosh, when I started this thing, I redid every part of it 5-10 times. I've redone tons of this thing as well. I redid a lot of this. I've changed. This was like a box that went up. This was like a horrible box that went up. Like, everything I've done changes and adjusts, but it keeps little pieces as I go. My grids and where things connect are all buggy. Bugging is what I struggle with. Yeah, the pagoda base is very specific in how you start, because every single wall is built on its own grid, which is very unique. I think that's why people think it's cool, because you physically can't build it on one grid. But if you don't build it near perfect is impossible. With the pagoda base, I think is one thing you'd have to accept with that base, is it's physically impossible to build it like where every single thing will line up. Like, I'm always happy to show people the first wall that I did lines up perfect. I mean, as close as perfect can be, you know, like that is dang near perfect. That looks cool. This side, because I built it the same, like it's the same face, perfect, looks amazing. This side, not perfect. They don't line up because the back wall is slightly set back a little bit. I'm an absolute perfectionist, and these are just things you have to accept with this base. Like, they are not going to line up perfect. With the quarter walls and stuff, you're able to kind of fix and hide a lot of this stuff better. But like, this kind of stuff is just inevitable with building off grid. Like, the system is not perfect. It's not meant to be built off grid. So if you don't line everything up perfect, it's not going to, and you kind of just have to accept that that's how this works. Some of it's going to look really close. Some of it's going to be like pretty dang close. If you make adjustments in your design to make it better, I think you'll get closer than you'd think. Some of these line up really good. Some of these are jank and like don't line up, but through changing the design slightly, you can sort of hide everything. You'll notice it more than anyone else ever would. Like, if you did a base tour or whatever, no one notices that these lines don't line up at all. Like, these floors are off in every direction. Some of them get close, but none of them are perfect. And that's across the whole base. You can, when I really show things off, like, you can see how things aren't necessarily perfect and centered. But through little design changes, I've been sort of able to hide certain aspects of it. But a lot of this stuff isn't perfect, and it's never going to be. And as a perfectionist, that's a really hard thing to like accept. But yeah, everything I have done in this base is like that overhang is worse than this one because this doesn't even meet, and that's just, I had to accept that. Some of the walls line up like really good or good enough, but like that one goes way into it. And I think you probably could get it perfect if you spent 10 trillion hours like sitting there when you're doing the first walls, but honestly, it's very difficult to get every wall right with how little movement you have in the system. So some things will look better than others, and that's just sort of how it goes. Some of these things just, you put enough stuff, it sort of hides the imperfections. Some of the stuff's just weird little triangles I've made. Some of it's just like, it works really well. Some of it's janky and weird, and you're the only person who's going to notice it overall. But like, yeah, none of this lined up perfectly. So it's just like, how do you make a cool design out of it not being perfect? Yeah. So, accept that perfection is not possible in life, and you'll be set to build a pagoda base. Difficult, but you can do it. I did it, and I'm an absolute perfectionist. Stuff 2 sprig lights in between that seam and the ash wall. Would work, yeah. If you've ever seen sprig lights done like this, but it gives a cottage core vibe. Yeah, let me see a picture. I'm definitely a visual person, so if I can see something visually, it helps me understand. Yeah, I mean, eventually, you just start messing with things. And I build a lot of my stuff off grid, so like this castle and all of this are one grid. The exterior wall here that goes all the way around this base is a different grid. So I built this on this grid. That's why everything's slightly off, and like I still have to figure out how like some of this crap's gonna meet together, because like currently that's what I'm working with, and that's not ideal, but some of the things you just kind of have to accept when you build off grid, do weird things. I definitely have some weird jank all over the place with my builds, and that's part of the fun of messing with the whole grid system, thinking outside of the box. Just part of the way. I think it's worth it at the end of the day. I found I need a lot of pebblets. How do you have so many? Easy. So, first off, you come over here. You get all of these, all of these, all of these, those, these, all of those. There's a couple more down there. A couple hiding over here. Once you get all the ones from here, you head over this way. And I do this in like, the way I treat it is like every day. I'm a little bit more distracted with streaming, so I'm not as consistent with it. But every day I try to collect something different. You go over to the shovel, collect all this, all the ones up here. They go all the way around this rock over here. I also have cut down all the grass, so this looks immensely different from how it normally is. Collect all of these ones, and this will get you 700 to 1,000. Ooh, a milk molar. You can get these couple ones if you want. I'm also cutting down all of this grass. Just makes life easier collecting. And I also want to build out sort of how this is done. Build out walls and stuff and make this look like a castle. Part of the castle. Get all these ones all the way over here. Blowing up the grass does make it a lot easier. It's easier to see them all. Get all those. You get these couple. Those that. You head on over this way. If you have the haze plugged, it's really easy. If you don't, you just have a gas mask. There's not a ton right here. You can get some of these or none of them. You get a couple there. There is a handful right here. Get a couple there. If you want, you can get these ones, those. Then hop over the ravine. I never get the ones down in it. Most of those are upgrade rocks anyways. Ooh, another milk molar. Good to know. Come over, hug the porch here. Hug that porch. You get all the ones in here. There's a bunch back there. Is that another milk molar? Dude, there's so many milk molars. Jeez. There's a handful right here and here. A couple there. You get all of these ones. There's a bunch right here. All around that rock, all around there. Hop back. Still make sure you get those ones. That's typically where I stop. At that point, you should have 700 to 1,000 depending on drops. If it's not enough, there's more over here too. I think there's a handful of them here as well. And I make that run all the time. I sort of treat them as like farming runs and just go like gather a bunch of one material each day. As of the 1.4.3 update, I've been in custom mode for a really long time because I've had the handy net available. Now you get it in New Game +1, so you don't need it. You don't need to be in custom, but as of 1.4.2 or 0.3, I also increased the respawn rate of everything. So everything spawns 5 times faster. Rocks, clay, grass, stems, all of that stuff spawns in 24 hours anyways, so you're not really adjusting any of that. It just makes lint and charcoal spawn faster, and toenails. So for resources, it really only affects 3 separate resources, but that's how I get all the ash cement now. But I've only used that collection method on this cathedral build and the temple behind it. All of this and everything I used on the pagoda for ash cement was collected standard collection. Like I hadn't adjusted any of the times or anything. All the lint for all of that stuff, every piece of everything was like legit collected. And all I've done is increase the spawn rates to every day, which is what lint and everything should be anyways. They haven't added enough spawns for those, so I always suggest going to custom. If you don't care about achievements, go to custom. Everything is worth it. Then you can just play the game how you want. Because I enjoy the survival aspects, but I don't want to wait 5 days for things to respawn. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I have farming runs. I don't have a ton of them on my YouTube. I was working on videos, but I've been pretty busy and haven't had a whole lot of time to post farming videos as of late. But I am happy to do a run on stream anytime for a specific material. If you ever are wondering about a specific one, or at least go over it and show it like that. Just do a flyover with the handy net, show you where everything's at. Because overall, there's very few materials that you can't get a lot of right now. Pretty much all of them are pretty easy to get. Lint and charcoal are really the only ones that feel like there's a bit of a limitation on at times. It's like a really expensive roof to do in Pinecone. I might have to rethink that, because I don't really think it's going to do anything. That's all you see. Just kind of looks like more pebbles. But I don't need it built for a while, so don't have to worry about it right now. I also show off, how do you get the mant gong and fire mantles? I don't know their exact names. They are in, so the brazier, I believe is what you're talking about. The braziers are statues you find in the game. So under the Java-matic defense, you unlock a special room when you start that part of the quest to go big again. And under there's a little statue you have to collect. In all of the different labs, there are these wooden statues. So there's koi fish, the weevil, and the aphid ones. And there is also, in certain labs, the Moldork statue, Yoked Girth, Wendell statue, and Mant statue. Those are located in other labs. You have to find the little statues, and when I say little, they are little. They're not very big. So, like, the Undershed lab has one. Moldork's castle. If you haven't been to that, there's one hidden in there. There's one hidden in the Undershed, like, front room. Can't remember the last ones are. It's been a long time since I've had to collect them. And I wouldn't doubt that there's YouTube videos on each location specifically. That'd be pretty easy to find, I think. Put that over here or something. What you're telling me is I have to collect all of these statues before I get them. These mixers are going to be a pain. You don't need the... They're just decorations. They don't do anything. So you don't, like, need them. The only thing that does anything is the Mant Gong. I'm pretty sure the Mant Gong is just a coziness unlock. So once you get to, like, coziness level 5, you unlock more blueprints and stuff. I'm pretty sure the Mant Gong is one of the ones that unlocks with coziness. But yeah, you do have to collect them and then you get them. But I don't... There might be one behind the mixer thing, but I don't think you have to do the mixers specifically to get any of them. If that helps the pain a little bit. There might be one that's locked behind mixers. I have to remember how I built all of this, jeez. Forgot Goose isn't here right now, but he ruined my life. He had all these great ideas to use ash cement, and it's so much ash cement. Makes me want to cry how much ash cement this build uses. How is that not supported? Silly Grounded. But dang, does it look good. But yeah, if you didn't know, Grounded is a grind. It's a serious grind. There are ways to make life easier, but it's a lot of mega building and stuff in this game is a grind. But honestly, every game I've ever mega built in ends up being a pretty big grind. Survival games in general, that's just the MO. It's like half of what the game is built off of. And so you don't ruin the early game. The late game becomes exponentially harder because you shouldn't need massive amounts of a specific material unless you're being crazy building things. So far, Enshrouded's the only one who's got it right, where you just log out and log in really fast, close the server, and open it, and it reloads everything back to full. I'm a fan of their thoughts process. Wish the feathers would come to me. The feathers are probably one of the most frustrating materials to collect because you can't increase the spawn rate. The crow only lands so many times a day. If it lands, it's all RNG. Like, the only thing I found is that if you're in specific areas of the map, the crow tends to spawn closer to you. So, like, unfortunately, the worst part about the pagoda base is it makes the crow spawn around you, and the worst drops are the pagoda base ones. All the drops, and the majority, there's at least like 1 or 2 good drops on the bird bath over by the hedge, but like the pagoda base drops, the ones that drop in the water by the bath are bird bath are they are the lower tier drops. The ones at the haze canister and here are the best. The deck and porch, all those ones are amazing spawns. If you sit over here, it spawns on the stupid fence, and all those drop on the other side for some reason no one can understand. So that's a bust, and it can land on that fence too, and that's a bust. So you don't get any of those. The best thing you can do is every New Game Plus, a ton of them spawn in the haze, and then every time you get to the Java-matic, go collect all the ones underneath, and that'll get you a huge amount. I'm actually pretty impressed at how many you get from just that. So if you pay attention to that, you're pretty good. But it's feathers are a grind, and the pagoda base used hundreds, if not 1,000 plus of them. Like a painful amount. Horrifyingly painful amount. Like when I was doing my base, getting ready for my base tour with see-through, it was like I spent hours every day just gathering feathers to finish the base. That's why I'm using acorn instead of crow. Acorn's better, but it's still hard to get acorns. Reconsidering making my bridge with crow feather roofs. Thing is once you're done with it, it is 100% worth it. They look amazing. Pine cone roofs do look pretty good, and they're fairly easy to get overall now. They're not as painful as they once were with the increased spawn rates they added in. Or drop rates. So they've made some of the things easier. But it's still hard. Still a lot of gathering. Yeah, and everyone likes the look of the different things too, which is great. Like, I just love crow feathers and I love mushroom and ash cement, but I fully plan on trying to build a little bit more with some other materials once I finish up these builds. That's just sort of the aesthetic that these two builds have ended up with, but I think that the other materials do look really cool too. They're fully valid to use. Yeah, the crow, I think the crow complements it. The ash complements mushroom as well. I think they look really cool. But I've seen some really cool ones with like just a different aesthetic with the clover roofs with the grass walls. I think they all have their like merit, like adding in weed stem here and there. I don't love gathering grass and weed stem personally. I think they're kind of a pain to like have to carry and transport and all that. That's also a reason I really like mushroom, because you just process it and then you play. So it makes it exponentially easier to collect everything. I don't have to stop and like gather 400 weed stems really slowly. It's gotten better as they increased all the rates and stuff for everything and the ability to hold more and more materials, but it's still a lot. I didn't need that. Stop 2 below. Don't need that. But there's a cool way you can do any material in this game. They all look good in their own way. What are you doing? Why is this not placing? Chill. There we go. A mushroom clock tower I like building, but the raids had destroyed it. I do, after they added wasps, oh dang it, they still haven't fixed that. After they added wasps, I did turn off raids, because my mega bases were just too big at this point, and having 2 massive bases made it nearly impossible to protect. It just got to a point where it was no longer fun defending. I did it for a long time at the pagoda base, so I feel like I had earned that those stripes to turn them off, because I've fended off many a raid. I used to get attacked by mosquitoes. I had to stop killing mosquitoes because they would just wreak havoc on my pagoda base, because I couldn't get to the top of the base fast enough to like deal with them sometimes. So it got pretty miserable. That wasn't right. Still haven't fixed that glitch, unfortunately. There's a light. Copy. Can't see any of the lights. Fine. Really? What New Game Plus do you get teleporters at? Zipping everywhere is a pain. New Game Plus 2. I think it's 2. Yeah, New Game Plus 2. I had to be sure. Didn't want to give you false info. Yeah, in New Game Plus 2, you get telepotties. They are really expensive, though, unfortunately. They make life so ridiculously easy. I fully understand why they're so expensive, but yeah, they're pretty pricey. You have to prioritize where you want them in the beginning. You can't just put them everywhere. Why'd you decide to build in the sandbox over all the other areas? So originally, I had the pagoda base, and I think the pagoda base, to me, the pagoda is just like the safest, easiest area to build. I loved that there was a field station inside it. I think that's a major plus. Like, the field station is why that base is so freaking convenient. Because if you're searching for materials, you should just always look at your field station. Like, you should constantly be, if you want crow feathers, you have to be on your field station every 5-10 minutes, like looking for if they're spawning and just collecting them and then back and forth and back and forth. But I really liked working with the different like pre-built assets in the game, if that makes sense. So like the pagoda, I call a 3D asset, and so I liked building around the cool things that they've added on the map. I think that's something that's interesting, is like everyone's got the same exact map and they put a lot of effort into these different like aspects, and so I was like, oh, that's a really cool thing to build with. I've seen like stump labs and all sorts of stump builds and cool stuff. And I prefer it over just like a flat. Like, I hate the Brawny Boy bin. It's too flat. If you watch my build tips video, you'll understand why I don't like open flat spaces. Moldork's Castle. If you haven't checked out Burgle's Lost Logs, it's one of their really, really old builds. But they built a castle like around and in Moldork's Castle. Super epic build. Really, really cool build. You do get attacked by mosquitoes all the time, so you just have to be careful about those. But overall, it's not too bad. To get to your question about the sandcastle, I liked the idea of building with things on the map, and I just, like, I saw the sandcastle, and I was like, what if I rebuilt the sandcastle? Like, I was trying to think of, like, interesting YouTube series to do. I only ended up making, like, 2 episodes of Let's Build a Sandcastle. But after I started, I just thought it would be really cool to build this epic, like, Lord of the Rings. The original idea is this whole city is sort of based off of King's Landing from Game of Thrones, because I've always really liked that series. Just kind of in my own way. So I use subtle different design pieces from the city for the theming, and how I've thought through as like design inspiration. And then I wanted to build something on a much larger scale than just another pagoda base sort of base. I wanted to start building like more interesting just like structures for fun. And so I was like, oh, this will be cool, and I want to build a cool wizard's tower. And then I was like, oh, this is a perfect spot for like a little church sort of thing. And then in King's Landing, there's the Sept of Baylor, this is sort of roughly based off of sort of a tower, octagon-ish, hexagon shape, whatever. Was sort of the idea behind it. And so then they're kind of like, that's how the city started. And then this is all going to be housing through. The temple is random. I just wanted to build a temple to show off all the supporters and donators and members, and as people go, I'll keep filling it up and keep adding names to it. And I just thought it'd be a cool thing to add because I had this massive space over here. So I was like, that'll be fun. Just have fun with it. And then gonna build all houses and all sorts of crazy stuff through here. This will be like a bathhouse. This will probably be the next project I finish up and work on. Saw this on Discord, just an interesting little detail, and was like, how can I use that in a build? This looks really cool. So this will be a bathhouse oasis sort of cool looking thing because it's already got the water pre-built in. So that'll be a fun little one. But I liked the challenge of building. And before New Game Plus, the Sandbox was a really easy place to build in. The infused antlions are now a nightmare because they blow everything up. So before New Game Plus, it was so easy to get. They died. You could stun lock the crap out of them really easily. They're so easy to kill, but the infused ones suck. So they've made it harder. So like I'm gonna have to go around and kill all of them before I do a base tour, so I don't get bugged. I'm also, part of the technique I learned is that you just build over the antlions, and I only did a good job of it inside the castle. This raised floor houses the 2 that spawn here and the 2 that spawn over here, and they leave me alone. Every once in a while they'll pop up and glitch through, but it's really rare. So they spend almost their entire lives there. I have one that's typically trapped behind these stairs, but sometimes he sits here, so I didn't do a great job trapping him. There's 2 that sit down here that are just kind of, that's what they do. I built this too low, unfortunately. Covering all of this is going to trap all the ones here. If you build over, for some reason this one sees me all the time, like the ones in the little, I don't know, crevasses, whatever you want to call them, but like this one leaves me alone. It does bug me. These 2, one of them ruined this and I can't fix it because they patched this little technique that I came up with, unfortunately. So you can't do that anymore. So I'm probably going to take this level and raise it all the way to here and hope that these antlions stay underneath it. And then this is all raised up because it hides all of these antlions that spawn out here, which is where the majority of the annoying ones end up being. And there's a couple that spawn in here that are really annoying too, but it is what it is. This one blocks and traps a couple as well. Can't wait to transfer this survival. I've been in creative. Yeah, if you just go to custom, you get creative mode essentially, and you get to keep some of the elements, which I like. I like the gathering and hunting and stuff of the game, so I think it's pretty fun. But that's just me. Some people want to build. If you check out on my YouTube, Ludorev67, I think is his full name, his base tour, he builds in purely creative. That's how he plays. He doesn't even play the base game. I don't know if he's ever actually played the game all the way through. He just loves the building so much that he builds in creative and in their epic builds. My friend is almost addicted to Roman architecture, so I think he would like your Pantheon-like build. Yeah, it's epic. That was also the Sept of Baelor from Game of Thrones and the Pantheon, which have an architectural degree from college. So that's partially why I really like it, and the Pantheon was always one of my favorite like ancient buildings. I got to see it when I went to Italy at one point, so it's always been something I've really thought was a pretty amazing structure. So that also inspired this quite a bit. Has anyone tried to evict the wolf spiders inside the oak tree and build a base inside? You can't evict them, but you can trap them in it. I have doors. If you just build mushroom doors, I have 2 layers of it, sort of like an airlock system. You can trap them under there really easily. And then once you block the haze, it becomes an infected wolf spider, so he's now trapped under there. But I wouldn't build in it because they're scary. But if you got them outside of it, built around it, you probably would keep them out, but you can't kill them or else they'll spawn back inside. So there are kind of ways around it, but it's not a perfect system. Alright, feels good. We pretty much got the roof done. have a little bit of the side here to go still. These blueprints are hard to see. Maybe I'm just getting old. Got the whole back to finish up, but this is going to be a lot more simple than the front. I'm not sure if I'm going to do just a flat or make it more interesting. You won't really see it from anywhere. We'll have all the basic stuff. We should probably just finish this wall to be done with it. Clean it all up real fast. Be such a safe place for a base if the wolf spider wasn't there. That is true. Safest places are the milk molar containers. They're really, really small bases, but they are 100% raid proof, which is, I think, a plus. If that's what you're interested in, especially the one in the upper yard is fully raid proof. But the pagoda base is perfectly safe other than flying raids. And if you don't build on top of the pagoda base, it's overall pretty easy to defend. It's once you build on the upper part, it's more difficult. But once you get teleporters, it's actually pretty easy to defend if you just make a teleporter instead of an elevator. I just put a lot of effort into building my bounce elevators, and I've struggled deleting them. And until I get enough telepotties to completely replace all the zip lines that I currently have, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to get rid of my zip lines. Because they're not used as much as they once were, but they still are useful. I have Burgle's Lost Logs, again, epic builder, on their channel. They have a YouTube. They're mainly active on TikTok. They're actually rebuilding their own Grounded. It's essentially Grounded 2. They're making their own Grounded in Playgrounds. It's really cool. If you haven't seen that, you should check it out. But they have a base inside. In custom, it's not survival. They have survival and custom builds, depending on where and what the build is. But they have some really cool builds. They have one specifically in the oak tree that's a really cool little simple build. But I'm not sure if it would work very well in survival, sadly. Some of the areas you just can't build in. But, I mean, I've proven, like, the sandbox maybe isn't ideal, but with one trinket with sizzle immunity, the sizzle's not an issue anymore. It makes no difference to you. You're completely immune, and the antlions, before they're infused, are really easy to kill and maintain. And if you just kill the infused ones and then never kill any of the other ones, they don't respawn as infused ones, so that also sort of solves that problem. I have to do some farming tomorrow. Gotta restock all my supplies. But when I'm not streaming, I'm pretty much just, I play the game and I just collect in my free time as much as I can. So I can just build as the entire stream. When I start a new game plus, like I did in last stream, there's a little bit extra in the process, since I have to get back through the story to keep building, to get all the materials and stuff I need. This is coming together. I think there's going to be some type of epic statue. I don't really know what it's going to be yet, but there'll be a big statue here just to look cool. These will all be chests for all the different supporters and stuff. I might do different tiers of chests or different like tiers of supporters on each level. Might get some special ones. Hard to say. Gonna make some. These probably won't be here. But make something cool design on this wall, I think, is the plan. This floor is ridiculously expensive. This is all ash cement and mushroom pillars, but it looks so cool. I've never seen a floor with the ash cement like this, so I was like, this is epic. I'm definitely doing that. I also need to do lighting on the inside of this, which is going to be really interesting. It's going to look really cool. I want to do like an individual color for each one, but it might be too much. Might just need to be whatever I can fit. Can't always do exactly what you want with builds, the way I built this one. It does look cool. Yeah, that all lit up will look good. Real good. Put one on like each of the triangles. Last stream I saw that floor and may use that as the second floor of the pagoda base. Yeah. The only struggle is that it is super deep. I can show you. Man, they got rid of my ghost net. I'm very disappointed about that. So you have to have a full mushroom pillar deep. So you have to have 2 blocks deep to build this floor. So like that's why it's only in certain areas of my build. Because you kind of have to have a lot of plan for it. But if you're not planning on like doing 4 or 5 floors like I did in the pagoda base, it's not that hard to lose 2 floors. Or 2 half walls or a full wall worth of space, because it does look really cool. Hey. Ugh, I don't know why those don't drag anymore. It's so weird. Like in this build, I'm not sure how much of people have, if you didn't watch me build this, you probably haven't seen much of it, but like this build uses a similar floor pattern, but instead of infilling, I used lights in it, so it shines through. Got this from someone in my Discord. So there's a lot of interesting ways. You can infill it with mushroom, you can infill it with all sorts of stuff. Are you talking about this forge? Or this forge? Very different builds. I'm assuming this one. And are you talking about this one? The Brazier Forge. The easiest way, and I hate to send you away to watch it instead of just answering your question, but it's, yeah, you have to see how to build it. Go to my I perfected my pagoda base for New Game Plus video. I have a tour of this entire base, and skip to the part or watch the whole thing if you want. If you haven't, it's pretty epic. It shows everything in this base, which I think is cool. But it's fairly early on. Once I get inside the base, I start talking about this and the order of operations to build. And I do cut to a spot where I'm showing exactly how to build this. Because you have to build in a very specific order to get this to clip in properly. I'm not sure if you can build this outside of the pagoda or not. Because part of it is that the floor lets you put the pillars like this, because they're like sunken into the ground, because this doesn't have a hitbox. That's why you can build into the pagoda like this. But it's all about the order in which you place them in. And then it's, I mean, this is just door frames. The upper part's all standard building. It's just placing this in the right order. After watching that pagoda base video and build it from the video, yeah. I've had a couple people purely build it from that. Or building at the exact same spot in the pagoda base. Nice. Yeah, so if you're building it, you can copy it fairly easily, and that video shows exactly how I built that piece. And I have confirmed through 2 or 3 people now that it works, and they were able to recreate it. Because some of the things I've built are unfortunately not able to be done anymore. They've just been like patched out, or I think the majority of the stuff works. But there are a few things that got patched for some reason. Like the bed is one. The thing I can think of is you can't place the flower petal bed on this floor anymore for some reason. It's got a weird hitbox that doesn't work. We got it, but wouldn't let us place it. It's definitely the order. You have to do it in exact order. So if you watch that video over and over again, that's the only way I've been able to do it. But a couple weeks ago, there hasn't been any patches, and I did help someone do it. So it should still be possible. But it's a really funky way of building. It's not normal. I don't know why it works. or why I was able to do it. It took me 3 months. It took me like between 1 and 3 months to build that one piece. As crazy as that sounds, like I just was determined to figure out how to make it work. I was like able to get half of it to work and half of it not to. For some reason, like some of it worked and just some of it didn't. And I finally figured out the right order eventually. But it's just like in my build tips video. There's a lot of things that are all about the order that you build them in, and things that shouldn't happen do work. And making it, you need to make sure the statue is snapping to the grid. Yeah, and that's you have to use the snap to get grid setting on that one specifically, and then it's about like you have to place the 2 front pillars, then snap in the brazier, then you can build in the others, but you have to leave certain parts of it a blueprint. It absolutely makes a difference whether like something's built or not, in terms of like whether it's the blueprint is built or not. So sometimes you have to like build the blueprint and not build it and then place the other thing, or if the blueprint, if it won't let you place the block, you have to build it and then place the next blueprint. So like this is in one of my build tips video, this little piece, how these are clipping together, all about the order in which you place them, because this shouldn't really be possible, but for somehow I got it to work eventually. You can also do the trick if you do this over and over again. Sometimes this will let you place things. In more recent history, if you're trying to place things like next, like this won't place. I guess the easiest place to show this little clip glitch thing. And these are both in my build tips video as well. Like this hose didn't want me to place in it for some reason. Like it just would not allow me to place the blueprints. It would just erase them. So you can take a block like this, wouldn't originally let me place it. If you just slide them back and forth over this until it'll let you place it for some reason. It's really random, but it's all about like, if you just try to place it here, it won't let you do it. But if you place it on top of another one, not place it, but like lay it over, so it's just on the blueprints on this piece, and then slide it, or even like slide it like this, sometimes it'll let you place it there. It's really weird. We got it. We just need a blueprint, but my custom auto places things, and I don't know how to turn BPS. What is BPS? Or are you saying like the snap to grid? Got it. We just need the blueprint, but my custom auto places things, and I don't know how to turn blueprints back on. Are you in custom? Is that why? Like it auto builds? It must be a custom thing. I'm pretty sure it auto builds in custom, but I don't know about... You can't like auto build in survival, I don't think. I don't think. Craft. You're saying when you place it, auto builds? It's the only thing I could understand it doing is auto building. Are you in custom? I don't think I've ever had that in survival. Yeah. I'm not sure. I haven't built in custom hardly at all. I've done a couple very brief things just to show off some ideas. and build a couple things really fast. You'd have to just check the game settings and see if it's something that turns off. But that's part of it, is all my stuff is built in, it's built in, most of it was built in survival, but I play on custom, not creative. I just used the little twist trick there, by the way, as well, where something doesn't want to place, it just shows up red, just twist it once or twice, and it usually places for some odd reason. Breaks the game instantly. But yeah, you may have to look up, if you're in the Discord, what I believe you may have said you are earlier, hit up Luderav. You can just send him a message in the Grounded chat. He'll respond. He's always in that chat. Hit him up. He is the resident custom building guru. He might be able to help you with why that may or may not be working. He builds everything in custom, so he would be more knowledgeable on that than I would be. And he's very helpful. He's also as good of a builder as I am. He's a really, really cool builder. Cool guy, too. Should be doing a base tour with him soon. We just have to get it scheduled to show off some more of his stuff that he's been working on. 'Cause that man never stops. Well, we're coming along. I'm getting there. We got through a lot of the story today. Got through a lot of the building. Feels good to have both sides of this done. Still have some of this random stuff, but that's just busy work. Probably get into the inside a bit more tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about how this lighting works. That might be too much lighting. It does look cool though. Might just be a tad bit too much. Sparingly might be the way to do it. Or the different colors on each one might look cool too. But we will get back into this tomorrow. I think I'm going to call it here. It was definitely fun. Had some new people in. Thank you guys for joining and hanging out. I might be playing Enshrouded tomorrow, depending on how the day goes. I am having some fun with Grounded, but I promised myself that I'm going to play more Enshrouded, because I think the building in that game is epic. And I want to start adding in a little bit more variety to the streams. And it extends the gameplay for Grounded, because I don't want to burn myself out building in Grounded, because I have definitely done that before. Just going too crazy, so I like to take it slow. So we might be back tomorrow playing Enshrouded. Most likely is the plan. And then I potentially stream on Saturdays. Just depends on if my kid goes to bed at a normal time. If he goes to bed early, I do like to stream on Saturdays. If not, then that's life. And worst comes to it, I'd come back on Tuesday and stream. And then the plan's typically to be 2 days a week Grounded, 2 days a week Enshrouded right now, with a potential fifth stream on Saturdays. And we just kind of play it by ear. If you're not part of the Discord, join that. That's where I post updates on whether or not I'm streaming. That's where I answer questions about any building in different games. It's a great place to hang out, meet other people that enjoy building as well, that have cool ideas. There's a build showcase where you can post your builds and chat about them with people. You can also chat in all the different chats for all the different games that I've played or showed interest in, or people in chat want to talk about. If you have friends, have them join, and you guys can chat about building in a specific game, get ideas, bounce stuff off people. But I think that is it. I'll catch everyone on the next one. Hope everyone has a great rest of their night. Peace.